Hello, hello, hello everyone, NecroVMX here, and welcome back with more Dragon Quest VIII, and as you can tell from right down there, I'm actually also streaming live on Twitch. Had a bit of a thing happen today, and I didn't feel like doing a normally scheduled stream. Also, you'll notice I'm in a different place than when I ended the last video. Yes, Wayne, cock. Cock indeed. And, yeah, I did finish doing those rings that I was making, but I have more stuff to do. I was about 3 minutes into recording this next part, and then I had to run, some stuff was happening. Basically, my furnace stopped working, so that sucks. So I should have a Seed of Life and a Prayer Ring in the pot right now. Let me check. Yeah, I mean, what? Well, no, Alright, so I'm going to put it on the speed up, and I'm running around Neo specifically because it's easy to run away from the enemies here, because I'm just trying to get distance to, I'm expanding it for the Twitch people. Distance to do the alchemy, but also I will stop to fight certain enemies, which would be the gold golems for money. Definitely not these guys. So we're catching up on the, all the recipes that I have to do for my 100% run. And, oh, look at that. One of them popped just now. And for those of you that have watched, you're all aware of this, but as you can see, for those of you who have not watched me record Dragon Quest VIII before, you can see that I've got this beautifully upscaled into HD. There's a few artifacts here and there. Okay, we got a Ruby of Protection. I have to make more of those. Right? Wait. What was the recipe on that? Ooh. Hold on a second. Ruby Protection. That was Prayer Ring and Seed of Defense. Wait, is that what I did? Oh, you know what? I think earlier I didn't... Okay, I see. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I didn't save the thing. Alright, so we're done with that. I don't have to make any more of those. Alright. So next we'll mix a Seed of Agility with a Prayer Ring. Yeah, if your cock can suck, then you've won the game, I think, right? I don't think it's possible to do that under normal circumstances. So what I say, Seed of Agility? Where is that? Well, Seed of Wisdom, I see. Wait, let's go back to the beginning. Oh, there it is. Seed of Agility, and we'll stick a Prayer Ring in there. And we'll get that going. Okay, Evie. You always name them Enix? That's interesting. Now, here's a question, Gray. Jake. Here's a question. Do you happen to know what the canon name of the hero from Dragon Quest IV is? Do you know it? Actually, there's two. Okay, Solo is correct. Now, or Sophia. Yep. If you choose the female, it's Sophia. Oh, I'll show you the book. Hold on. We'll show it to the YouTube people as well. So I got myself a... Oh, that ain't it. I got myself a beautiful hardcover of the Silmarillion, which comes with watercolor drawings inside of it. See? Like that. And there's even maps. There's two maps, but I'm not gonna bring them out because I folded them back up. But it's really cool, you know. My old copy was very ratty old sort of paperback from the late 70s, I think. Yeah, it's Aleph, and it was from the radio drama where he was called Aleph. In Dragon Quest 1, it was Aleph. Dragon Quest 2, it's Alan. In 3, it's Aris. Regardless of gender, it's always Aris. In 4, it's Solo for male, Sophia for female. In 5, it's Madison. It's possible that that's what they were going for, Jim. In 6, he's called Rek. R-E-K, Rek. In 7, it's, what was he named in 7? I just played through 7. and I had him as the canon name, and I wanted to say that it started with an A, as a lot of them do, but I can't think of it. What was it? Like, I just played through that not long ago. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, we'll fight these guys. What was he called in 7? I feel like it started with an A. Like Aleph and Alan and Aris. But I can't think of it. In 8, it's 8. And then they use the numbers 9, 11. In 10, it's X. Can anybody remember what the hero in 7 was called canonically? I understand. If only somebody would take you to the doctor, that would be fantastic, right? I'm pissed about that. You just wait till Corinne sees my message. And there's really gonna... Oh, hello! Then there's really gonna be hell to pay. No, it wasn't Aris. No, it was a unique name, and I had it in my playthrough. Hold on, let me go to one of my YouTube videos. There's no reason I can't just do that, right? Let's see, my channel. Videos. Wasn't that long ago that I was putting up Dragon Quest VII. Oh, it was Dragon Quest 1. Let's see. Here we are. Just go to a random part of the video. Oster! His name was Oster! Well, Shujinko or Yulsha is what they refer to all the Dragon Quest heroes as. Which, yeah, it means protagonist or hero. Alright, there we go. So that was the Seed of Agility plus the Prayer Ring, and we got ourselves an Agility Ring. Okay. Still got more recipes to do. This is the all recipes episode today. Okay, so next we got that zombie mail that I picked up. We're going to stick that in there if I can find it. That's an Iron Cuirass. Silver mail. Cloak of Evasion. Where is my zombie mail? Oh, there it is. There's zombie mail. And we'll stick that in with the Saint's Ashes. That should purify it. Where did I put my Saint's Ashes? I got those at the casino, so they should be towards the end, actually. What is that, Orichalcum? Okay. Saint's Ashes. Saint's Ashes. Can I get a bunch of them? There it is. I got 19 of them. A Dragon Quest character in Mortal Kombat. I don't think Enix would be too happy about that. Right, let me take that off my list. I'm sure people would take that about as well as they took Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, which was not a bad game. And people had to be buttholes about it. It's too bad that I couldn't really stream or record the 3DS version. It didn't run well. As soon as it ran well until I got to the overworld, and then it stuttered like crazy. So I was like, all right, well, clearly Citra's not ready to run that. And the alchemy is instant in that version. You know what I mean? You just put things in the pot, and then whatever you're making comes right out. I got a gold bracer, so you don't have to run. You know. You could find fan art of Jessica wearing nothing at all if you wanted. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Ugh, stupid, sexy Jessica. I remember the man with the fake name. Let me talk about him very briefly. There is a man that has a name that sounds fake as hell, right? You know who I'm talking about? This fake-ass name guy, right? And this was right when Dragon Quest VIII was coming out for the 3DS, and they did add 2 new characters, right? And, yes, exactly, the fool who did not appreciate Terminator 6. So, really interesting story. I remember he was really happy about that version of Dragon Quest VIII, and he said something like, finally I can swap Jessica out of the party, and I'm like, what's wrong with Jessica? Because she's low-key the strongest character. She has, like, damage potential that's ridiculous, you know? And, the Chud with the pseudonym, exactly. So he says to me, well, I could swap her out so that I won't get distracted by her tits and lose battles. And I'm just like, okay, but... You know, red is just as hot. So, what? I guess he could swap her out for Mori and have the character, the lineup be like, you know, a sausage fest. But, what a weird thing. Imagine being so distracted by the fan service that you're losing battles. That doesn't make sense to me. Sounds as fake as his name does. Yeah, I can't play that Dead or Alive. Too much jiggling. You know, in the original home port of Dead or Alive 1, which I think was Saturn, he's like one of the enemies in the game. You got a point there, Alice. If you up her sex appeal, they won't attack sometimes. What the hell was I saying? The hell was I saying? Oh, no. Oh, Dead or Alive. The Saturn port of the first game, I believe... See, so it had this whole thing called... They literally called it bouncing breast mode, right? And, so... They did this thing where basically the game would ask you what your age was when you turned it on. And then it would set the amount of jiggle physics to your age. So you were basically just putting in how jiggly do you want them. And I remember a magazine saying 99-year-old men are not prepared for this. All right, what do we got? Oh, platinum mail. That actually, I might want to actually wear that. Let me see if I need it for anything right now. Yeah, I think I could just equip that. Because that's got to be good, right? Wait, what am I doing? I got to get out of this screen. Oh, but you know what? They have liquid metal on, so that's even better. All right, we'll just hang on to that. Gold pressed latinum. Well, latinum is liquid. That's why they have to press it in gold. So. Okay, Grandpa, let's play Sega Saturn. All right, so the next thing we got to do is we got to mix more Saint's Ashes. There's one. With a partisan. Those two partisans that I bought at Sevilla Cathedral. So that's a little while ago. There it is. And we're going to make two of these. So we're going to make two of those. I gotta tell you though, I'm pretty warmed up from well, first dinner. So we had lasagna, the leftover lasagna that we had made the other day, and meatballs, and that warmed up my insides real good. And then I took a nice hot shower, and that helped too. Because even though the furnace is not working, the hot water heater is electric and separate. So we do have hot water, you know, and the dryer is working too. So I guess the dryer is separate as well, but the dryer is gas. So I don't know why the dryer well, I guess the dryer generates its own heat, but it gets from the gas line. I don't know. You know, I mean, back in the day, this is something my dad would have just fixed himself because he was a plumber, you know, he did all this shit. The only time that we would call somebody is if he just didn't feel like doing it. Appliances are weird, yeah. I mean, the dishwasher I know makes its own hot water. I know that. And we had the dishwasher and the dryer going when this happens. The stove works, you know, like everything works except for the actual the heating. It's gonna get cold tonight. But I'm gonna sleep in my clothes. I don't normally do that, but I'm gonna sleep in my clothes. Normally I just wear like pajama bottoms. And I'm gonna invite Gibbs to stay in the bed with me instead of sleeping on his bed and then sneaking in at 3 a.m. And, you know, use double blankets. And I should get through it pretty alright. And tomorrow, Mom's gonna go and get a space heater for like the general living area so that we can... you know, the unfortunate thing is that we actually have a fireplace that doesn't work. It used to work, but something happened to it where it stopped working, and it was one of the things that, you know, we'd like to get fixed, but it's a cost, you know. It's a damn shame that the fireplace isn't, you know, currently working. Santa got stuck in, you know. Yeah. It's ventless, so he shouldn't have been in there to begin with, right? Ventless. Isn't it? And Jake, how good is this looking fucking HD, though? Let me actually demonstrate the difference, okay? Let me demonstrate the difference. Let me turn off my HD upscaler real quick. Alright, watch this. This is original resolution. So this is what the game would look like on a modern TV without upscaling. Typical PS2 shit, right? Let me turn my upscaler back on. It does cause some issues. Yeah, it's PlayStation 2. It does cause some issues. They're not... I'll show you the main thing. Here, let me turn the speed up off. The main thing is when you use any kind of fire spell, which I'm going to have Jessica use Kassizzle, there's crazy... Oh, I didn't mean to have you attack, Angelo. There's crazy graphic artifacts around the fire. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about? Those rainbow lines. I kind of think it looks cool, though, so I'm not mad about it, to be honest. And water, it doesn't like water all that much. Like, if I go out to sea here, you can see lines on the water. We had the same thing happen in Suikoden 4 with the lines on the water. Yeah. Emulation is a beautiful thing, you know? I did try to maybe tone down the upscaling and try to find a happy medium, but even if you upscale it a little bit, you get those lines, and I'm like, you know what? I can live with that for it to look so pretty. It's only occasionally an issue, you know? And this was, when this came out, it was one of the best-looking PlayStation 2 games at anyway, you know? All right, what do we got? We got ourselves a Sandstorm Spear. All right, so I need to make another Sandstorm Spear, so let me do that. So, let's see that, and that. Sandstorm Spear. Really interesting. The guide that I'm using tells you what the recipes are, but it doesn't tell you what you get, so it's a surprise sometimes. Oh yeah, you know, like the graphics that were very blurry like that on a CRT would not look so bad, right? Because of the scan lines and stuff like that. They made graphics back in the day to use what CRTs do to make them look better than they were, you know? It's especially prevalent with PS1 and PS2 games and N64, you know, that around that time. But, you know, like, you put those old games on a flat screen and it's blurry, you know, unless it has an HD mode. But that's why emulation is cool. I was going to do the 3DS version. The 3DS version looks just about as good as this upscaled. But the issue is, like I said, it was running great until I got to the overworld, and then it did not like the overworld. It started, I was getting like 7 frames a second. It was not good. It was unplayable, and I tried my best to try and fix it, but there was nothing I can do. The game just doesn't run that well in Citra yet. Maybe someday I'll be able to record or stream the 3DS version, but nobody else is really able to get decent FPS out of it, unfortunately. I'll fight these guys because they give you a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, I think that CRT... The issue that I have with most CRT filters is they're way too strong, right? They overplay what CRTs did, and it just winds up looking bad, right? I don't mind when it's part of like a game itself. Like there's a game out there called Odalis on Steam that looks like it has like a CRT filter on it, but that's just the way the game looks. Look at how beautiful that sky is, though. But yeah, I don't normally like things like that. CRT filters and, you know. Yeah, it's got to be subtle for it to work, you know? Or adjustable to the point where you could make it subtle. Kind of late in the day for golems to appear, but whatever. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I have a lot of recipes to catch up on, and basically the next thing to do is go to Empichu, and you kind of get stuck at Empichu for a while, so I want to get this all done. Yeah, I try to go for raw pixels with games that you know, where that would be appropriate. When it starts to get into 3D games like this, I do prefer to upscale them because they do wind up looking blurry. You know? Raw dog those pixels. But a pixel game, I would probably not upscale, you know? You wouldn't notice much of a difference anyway, and if, you know, it's just... It's like Doom, right? Old Doom. I don't like I think they call it texture filtering. Oh, it just popped too. Not a fan of the way that Doom looks with the texture filtering on. It's smeared. Raw dog, and it's a safe day. Alright, so there's our other Sandstorm Spear. So the next thing is we're going to take one of those strength rings that I made. If I could find it easily, that's a ring of immunity. I have so many rings. Skull ring. Mighty armlet. Titan belt. It's not even a ring, it's a belt. There's a meteorite bracer. There's a strength ring, and we're going to pop that in there with a leather kilt, which would probably be more towards the beginning. Let's see. Where's my leather kilt at? There it is. So strength ring plus leather kilt is our next thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Vaseline Doom. Doom looks fine with the raw pixels. Raw dog Doom. It's what Doom guy would want, right? Oh my. I don't have to go back and forth. I can wander around the island, right? Going in raw and dry. Oh my. Yeah, well, you know, that's the way that it's supposed to be. Those dry Christian P words, right? Facts don't care about your feelings. Debate me. You won't. Oh, man. Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Yeah. I think an excellent movie restoration was the way they did Metropolis, you know? Because the rhythm method was very popular in the 20s. Oh, my. And that's when Rose went out to do some ho shit, because it's the goddamn weekend, and weekends are for ho shit. Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Oh. Well, Rose's mother went out to do some ho shit then. Because it's the goddamn weekend, and the weekends are for ho shit. I'm tired of these hipsters. IRL. You know, I could run around a different area, though. Let's go to a different area just to get a change of pace, right? Let's run around the fields near Arcadia. Why not, right? Just so it doesn't always look the same. Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Hey, alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so this is the strength ring and the leather kilt, and we get a Titan belt. Alright. So the next thing, and this is weird, right? This is a weird one. I'm not sure what to think of this one. We gotta take another strength ring, which I think I only have one more, right? Where'd it go? That's prayer ring. Recovery ring. Titan belt. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, I have three more. A strength ring, and then a magic shield, which... That's a power shield. Do I have a magic shield that's not in use? Oh, there was one. Ah! Oh my god. I'm bad at this. And then the last item that I'm putting in is cured cheese. Now, I don't know. What do you think is going to come out of this? I'm putting a ring, a shield, and a hunk of cheese in there. I'm not even putting Margaret Thatcher in here, June. Because you can only put 3 things. If you could put 4 things, I'm sure the 4th would be Margaret Thatcher, but, you know, it'd be like that. If June's here and she could remember what I'm talking about, she's busting a gut right now. She's sent. Ghost. G-O-S-T. No, you weren't there. This is going back to when me and June first, like, knew each other back in, like, 2000, you know? I'm gonna get a viable Democrat for president? Oh, no. Really? Oh, the item. Okay. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can maybe get something off this guy. You'd mind a new house for Jim, did you hear my joke about Margaret Thatcher and the hunk of cheese? Do you remember that? You think it's the power shield? I guess we'll find out. Why would cheese be in the recipe for a power shield? It's just weird. But well, there's a lot of weird shit in this game. Alright, so for those of you that are wondering, I said something to June once, and I forgot what it was, but it was apparently gross in some way. And June said, just for that, your next 10 thoughts will involve Margaret Thatcher and a hunk of cheese. And I said, well, I could just think about hitting her in the head with a hunk of cheese 10 times. And June was just like, you know, just fist your own cockfight. Fuck you, I'm off. And it was thus. Hey, isn't that odd how that tends to happen, right? She wouldn't appreciate that, but, you know, them's the breaks. It is what it is, as they say. Meow, 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 meow. I like this area, there's all these waterfalls and shit. We'll just change it up every once in a while, right? We're gonna be doing this for a bit, running at high speed with my fast forward on so that I can percolate things. It might happen. You never know, right? I know, right? Everybody has a gender-neutral bathroom. If you don't, it's kind of weird, no? Oh, that's actually up towards Arcadia. I don't want to go to Arcadia. I just came from there. You know, go this way. Kind of went in a giant oval. I could also go a lot faster by riding on the cat, but it doesn't speed up the alchemy, so there's not much point to it. Just makes the scenery go by faster. It is taking a while, but three recipes with 3 ingredients take a little longer. Oh, yeah, there it is. There are weirdos who do that, I bet. You're right. Alright, here we go. You're right, it is a power shield. Look at that. I can understand Strength Ring and Magic Shield being a power shield, but I don't understand where the cheese comes in. Alright. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of these cypress sticks that I bought near the beginning of the game, and I'll stick them in there with another strength ring. And let's see what we get there. And I'm going to stop the video right here. I'll see you guys real soon with more Dragon Quest VIII.